made our bed, so to speak. Wanted to keep us comfortable for the afternoon, and yeah, he provides towels. And one thing we noticed that it is different
compared to Pattaya.
Yeah, compared to Pattaya or even like the islands and stuff like that. Those ones are.
It's nice in this area. You got some more high rises. You got some newer buildings. Again, more restaurants. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another video. If you are new to our channel, welcome to our channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon to get notified when we come out with new videos. So in this video, we're gonna have a little beach day here in Jomtien. We're gonna show you a few of the different locations along the beach, starting in Dongtan, which is right behind us. It's a very popular area, very chill. And then we're gonna show you down Jomtien Beach and a few different areas there.
Yeah, this beach is very, very long. So we wanted to make this very helpful, useful video for you guys, just to help you get an idea through the video of what the different locations on the beach are like, because they are all quite different. And then you can see what amenities are near that section of the beach, and also it will help you to know where to book your stay in Jomtien as well, because like I said, this is a long stretch, and if you end up booking your stay in front of one part of the beach where you're not really going to spend much time, you're going to be doing a lot of walking back and forth in the heat, or you're going to have to get a grab or something like that to take you to another part of the beach that you might enjoy more. So it just depends on what kind of vacation you're looking for and what amenities you want to have around, and what part of the beach if you want to be somewhere more quiet or more where there's more things happening, or if you want to be on the part of the beach where all the hotels and stuff are. So this can definitely be useful in helping you pick your accommodations when you're in Jomtien.
Yeah, so we are staying on the end that's closest to where the turnoff to Pattaya is, closest to Dongtan. That's where we chose. I had stayed down here before. I knew Dongtan was a nice beach area, but if you don't know that, you're not going to know exactly where to go. We were looking on Airbnb at places, but they're on the far end of the beach. I've never been down there. You've never been down there. So in this video, we're going to actually get to see that ourselves, and you're going to get to see it as well to make that decision a lot easier for you. So we're going to start out here in Dongtan and let you know how it is. We're going to get a chair or two chairs, and we'll let you know the pricing on that. It's probably about 100 baht, which is the going rate, but we'll find out. We'll let you guys know. So where we're located at right now is in the parking lot, which is right at the turnoff from the main road that goes through Jomtien here at Dongtan, right by the sign. And there is some restaurants right along here you can eat at. We actually just had breakfast in this place here. It was really good and inexpensive, like for American style breakfast. First one we've had since we've come to Thailand. It's been like 9 months that we had a breakfast like that, but really good here. So yeah, there's these little places, get drinks, just chill, and good food, coffee. And yeah, the parking lot's right here. So if you are driving to Jomtien and you want to come to Dongtan, just know there is parking. And then down right at the corner, so you're gonna have the sign, which is right here, and down at the corner where you turn off, there's two 7-Elevens. There's another restaurant there, Pirate Bay Cafe, which is really good. We actually went there in the previous video, hung out for a while. So that's here. You go further down, which I'm gonna show you. I'll walk down and show you a bit. You go further down, there's actually like a water park. There's resorts, hotels, all the way down here. So if you are looking to just stay in the Dongtan area, just know there are places on this strip here that you can stay. Or like us, we're just like two blocks down from here, down a little soy, staying in a inexpensive hotel there. So a lot of options as far as pricing, types of hotels you want, all along this beach. So you're gonna find something that's in your budget or what you're looking for. If it's a resort, you want to just stay in the pool, you're gonna be able to find that as well. Do want to quickly mention too, make sure you visit our website, thedifferenttravel.com, sign up and become a part of our community. We want to have that like community feel, interact with you guys, and share stories, share ideas, things that you've come across in your travels that maybe can help someone else in the community. Maybe someone's going to Europe and you've been there and you have an idea or some tips for traveling there or anywhere else around the world. Also going to be eventually sharing, depending on what tier you get in the membership, sharing tips on how to do travel videos like what we do, just starting out, quick editing, stuff like that, photography. So yeah, go check out our website, and we have some merch on there too. So if you want to support the channel, that's the best way to support it. We use all those funds to make more content for you guys And we ultimately want to help people around the world. When we're traveling, we run into somebody that, you know, could use a little bit of helping hand. We want to be able to do that. So yeah, we're gonna go find a chair right now. Shayna's talking to a guy right now to see what the pricing is, so we'll see.
Right here? Yeah.
So how much is it?
They're 100 baht each.
Yeah, so yeah, again, going rate. Sure. So that's one thing along this beach too. You're gonna find they'll be selling fruit, different types of food. There's deep fried shrimp, spring rolls, anything you want to eat snack-wise, you're gonna have that. But up here too in the parking lot, I'm gonna show you quickly. There's all these different moto carts, and they'll go up and down the streets. We saw them last night. They just come and go all day, but right now they're parked in the parking lot. And you get all sorts of different skewers. There's chicken, so guy, there's some fish as well. So yeah, different things you can eat there. This one does drinks, so little like cold drinks. They've got some dried squid here, and different sausages on a stick if you want. So yeah, you got a wide variety of stuff to eat if you want. And then of course you've got the fruit cart, so you want some fresh fruit. Say the guy went by and you didn't get one, you want one right here. So yeah, again, these motorbike carts will like be ripping around the whole area, so they might not always be parked here, but throughout the day they'll come through. So another thing too is at the top of the chairs all along you're gonna find people set up with these big coolers. They're gonna have all sorts of drinks. They probably do smoothies. Might even do some food as well. So each one's gonna have a different menu, so it's right there. So this is a gentleman that's been helping us. We pay him for the chair, and then he's right here if you want any drinks or anything like that he offers. So really convenient. Almost every beach we've gone to has been set up like that, so it's really nice. You don't have to go over to 7-Eleven. They're right there. Support the locals too, right? So it's really cool.
So how nice is this? The guy that we got the chairs from, which as we expected were 100 baht each, he came over with some chair covers, some nice towels and a little blanket and stuff, which we've never experienced anywhere else. We always rent these plastic chairs, and sometimes they have a cushion, sometimes they don't. These ones have a plastic cushion, but he came and like made our bed, so to speak, wanted to keep us comfortable for the afternoon. And yeah, he provides towels and a blanket for you to lay on and stuff. We're used to other times we end up laying on these beds for hours in front of the ocean enjoying the view, and we're all sticky and sweaty and stick to the plastic chair and pry your legs off like you're getting a wax job on the back. It doesn't feel very nice. So in this case, we're gonna be very comfortable today. So I thought that was a really nice extra touch.
So all along the beaches we've noticed there's places that will charge you to use the toilet. So this is actually a little hut on Dongtan that you can use for 5 baht to use the bathroom. When we were at the Pirate Bay Cafe, they have a bathroom there as well. And if you're not purchasing food or drinks at the cafe or the restaurant, you can go in and pay 10 baht to use their washroom. So all along here, all these places will have the toilets for you to use, and you just pay a little bit. So it's nice. You don't have to worry like, oh, where am I gonna go? There's a lot of places along here. So if you don't want to rent a chair and you just want to bring a towel, there's a few sections along Dongtan that are just wide open like this. This one has a couple trees, but there's another section a little further down Has more trees, some more shade if you want to have some shade. But just so you know, if you don't want to rent a chair, then you can just bring a towel. But it's nice having the chair. It's a little more comfortable, and it's really like, what is it, $3, not even $3. So really good value to be comfortable. All right, so this is the water park I was talking about. It's at the very end of the beach here in Dongtan. So yeah, it's all, there's water slides, there's a kids park, there's a roller coaster. I haven't seen it go yet, whether it still operates. And then up at this tower, there's actually a cable car that goes up and down for if you want to have a view of all of Jomtien Pattaya, you can take that up. But yeah, I've seen it running earlier up and down. So just so you know, this is here too. If you're coming with kids, perfect area to come with kids. Stay close to here. I think there's actually a resort that this is connected to as well, so you can just stay right on the resort. But yeah, it's cool that they have this right by the beach. And then right opposite of the water park, there's a few volleyball courts. What is there, four or five of them all along here. So if you want to play some volleyball, they got you covered. Also, there is a lot of water sports you can do as well. So all along, I saw there was like the windsurfing board setups. You can rent jet skis, you can go out on boat tours. Yeah, anything you can think of like water activity related, you're gonna be able to do that here in Jomtien as well. Okay, so we relaxed there for about an hour and a half-ish, 2 hours. Yeah, so it was nice just to get a breeze on us.
It's such a beautiful day. The breeze is amazing. Sun and blue sky, getting much needed vitamin D.
Yeah,
so.
Fresh air too, coming from Bangkok. It's nice to get a little fresh air out on the water here.
Yeah.
So we are at the first location of Jomtien Beach when you come from Pattaya. This is gonna be where you get onto the main road that goes along Jomtien Beach. So a lot of you will probably stay in this area. Again, it's very similar to Dongtan. You got all the umbrellas you can rent, the chairs, everything like that. People will bring you drinks. So very similar to where we were just at.
Yeah, I think the main difference is when you're in this area, you have more options across from the beach for restaurants, cafes. There's little side roads that you can go down where there's more bars and everything like that. So you're closer to those type of amenities. The 7-Elevens are closer. And it's, yeah, but other than that, it's very similar. It just feels like maybe a little bit more busy in this area just because there's more things available.
Yeah, and the beach is very similar. You wanted to tell everyone about how the beach is too.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that we noticed. Compared to other beaches we've been to in Thailand so far and some of the islands and everything, and even compared to Pattaya, the beach here is very sloped. It's very slanted. So when you're sitting in the beach chairs, you're kind of on a little bit of an angle, which is kind of nice because you get more of an unobstructed view of the beach. But if you're wanting to walk the beach, you're going to be kind of walking like this on an angle. So one thing we noticed that it is different
compared to Pattaya.
Yeah, compared to Pattaya or even like the islands and stuff like that. Those ones are, you know, they're very vast, but the ocean floor goes really flat out. Where here it's just
drops down. Yeah, slopes down. I mean, it's shallow in the water, but just to get to the water is very slow. But again, we haven't been to the other end. Maybe the other end's different, but that's just how it is on this end. So yeah, it's gonna
be interesting to see.
We're gonna show you a little bit of what the beach is like here, and then we're gonna jump on a songthaew. That's another way you can get around as well. There's songthaews that run up and down here. We're gonna go down to where the Fisherman's Market is, see what it's like down there, show you guys. But again, a lot of places to stay along here, a lot of older hostels, hotels. So if you're wanting to stay on a budget, this is gonna be the best area. From what I've found online, this is gonna be the best option. So yeah, let's see what the beach is like right here. So yeah, just a quick Songthaews ride away, and we're down by the Fisherman's Market, which is right on the beach. I'm going to show you guys in the B-roll what it looks like. We're looking at it right now. But yeah, on the ride down, it's a lot of the same, where it's sections where there's chairs you can rent, there's restaurants, there's places to stay. So very similar to the first part of the beach, just you're going to be further down. But having those Songthaews makes it really convenient.
I love the Songthaews.
Yeah.
They're just constantly running. They're 10 baht a person. You just hop on, hop off. It's honestly the best way to get around here.
Yeah, it is for sure. But yeah, it's nice in this area. You got some more high rises, you got some newer buildings, again, more restaurants, cool little spots to hang out.
Again, it's absolutely crazy how long this beach is. We have been to a lot of beaches in our last 7 years of traveling, and this one is so long.
It's crazy.
Now that we're here, we found the flat part of the beach.
Yeah.
It's very flat, quite a ways out. It looks like it drops off just before you get into the water, kind of how it is in Pattaya as well. But there are still some chairs that you can rent, whether it's the little cotton type chairs that you sit in like this, they look like a little sling, or the beach bed type things, right? So with the cushions and stuff. So they have the same setup here. It's definitely a lot more quiet in this area.
Yeah, way quieter.
There's not barely any people around at all. Actually, there's nobody in the chairs, so definitely more peaceful down here. And I like how it's more flat, and it just makes the sand looks nicer too. Yeah,
and the thing to note too, you guys will see in the B-roll, is the chairs are set back further from the water, so the nice thing about being in Dongtan in the beginning is where you're sitting, the water's right there. Here it's back quite a ways, so you got to walk a bit further to the water.
Or if you're here as a family and you want to kick a soccer ball around with your kids, or they really want to run on the sand and play and stuff like that, it's better to be in this area because you have so much beach that's flat, and you can actually enjoy those types of activities.
For sure. So yeah, here's a little B-roll of the area we're at right now. Okay, so we've come a few minutes down further. We're not quite at the end where the road turns up to the main road on Jomtien Beach. On maps, it looked like this turned into a park with grass, but it's actually still the beach all the way down. So, but it is pretty much the same all the way down here. Again, it's like high-rise condos. There's no chairs on the beach here. Yeah, there's just not as many little stores and stuff like that. This is kind of like maybe where people come to live in Jomtien.
Yeah, because it looks a lot like, I mean, there are some hotels, but it looks mostly like condo buildings where you'd rent or own. So It has that look, but then there's the odd little hotel like resort with a pool and stuff kind of mixed in. So, but yeah, I think this would be more where people didn't want to be right in Jomtien or not like too close to Pattaya. They would be on this end of the beach.
Yeah, and it's like resorts with pool, so it's more of like if you're coming on vacation, you just want to stay in a resort and then take a taxi, grab or whatever out to Pattaya or Jomtien main area. That's what you would do down in this area.
Yeah, definitely more built up and modern. The further that you get down the beach, but just past the end of actual Jomtien Beach here, you can see in the distance there are quite a few high-rise buildings and hotels over there, but they're actually totally different beaches. They're not part of Jomtien Beach, so that's a totally different area on its own, but it just keeps going forever.
Yeah,
so there's
the
even
coast,
more down there, but you're getting further away from Jomtien or Pattaya, wherever you want to visit. If you want to be here, it's quite far.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what kind of vacation you're looking for and what places you want to visit and how far you want to travel to get to Jomtien.
Or if you want to be walking distance to places where everybody hangs out. So yeah, it is nice down here. We actually looked at a condo and Airbnb, which was just past this way a little bit, and we just realized there wasn't really much as far as little restaurants and bars and stuff like that. So we wanted to stay where we stayed so we could show you that, but then also travel down here to show you guys this.
And also, I mean, if we wanted to stay on this end of the beach, there is nowhere to rent a chair and sit for the day or anything like that. There's really, across the street, there are some street vendors, so there's some restaurants and stuff, but you have to go over there. So you can't just, set up for the day and have the guys come and bring you whatever you ask for or anything like that like you can in the other areas. But it's just nice, really, really nice flat sand here. As far as that goes, you can see people in the distance playing volleyball and soccer. So lots of space as far as the beach goes, but yeah, just no hangout areas.
No, yeah, it's definitely a lot quieter. So there you go. That's Jomtien Beach. We're not going to show you anymore. It's like I said, it's not much further. Have you guys stayed in Jomtien before? Comment below, where did you stay if you have stayed in the area. And now watching this video, comment below, what area did you like the best out of what we showed you? I mean, it was interesting for us to see, and again, like the beach is so much flatter over here than it is at the other area.
Yeah, it is.
It's just so different.
I didn't expect it to be this different. No. Just not going, or just making all those little stops for it to go from like so slanted and like so much different stuff going on to like having, I honestly didn't even think it was this long before we came here. I'm like, wow, I'm shocked at how far this beach goes.
Yeah, it is the longest beach we've ever seen. So yeah, we'll leave the video off there. If you guys did like this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon to get notified when we come out with new videos. God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.